All right, boys and girls, today we are on lesson 5, and we will be dividing great numbers, all right? So it's pretty much dividing large numbers, all right? They're going to be bigger numbers than we've seen lately. So, for example, we're going to do what we did in class or in the other video when we need to estimate first to help us round. For example, if we have 47,800 divided by 25, all right, you're going to see, all right, how many times about it can go in by rounding first, all right? So I'm going to round, let's say to 50,000, all right, divided by 25. When I'm looking at that, I have no zeros over here, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 zeros. And then I'm going to say 50 divided by 25 is 2 to get my 2,000. So I know I'm going to need to start with a 2 somewhere when dividing. So what I'm going to set this up as, I'm going to put it inside the house. All right, divided by 25. I know 25 cannot go into 4, so I'm going to look at 47. I could say 2, but mentally in my head, because 25 so easily, I know it's not 50, so I'm going to do 1. Therefore, 1 is close to 2, which is reasonable, so I'm going to insert my 25, subtract, then I'm going to bring down my 8. Now, here's where I need to guess and check. I'm going to think about this 25 as in quarters and think about $2.28. All right, so I'm going to guess 9 because I know 9 quarters equals $2.25, but I'm going to do my math just to make sure. 9 times 5, 45. I'm going to put my 5, put my plus 4. I'm going to do 2 times 9 is 18 plus 4 is 22. I'm going to subtract. I have 3. I'm going to bring it down, my 0. But Miss Adams made a mistake. I need to make sure this 9 gets placed over here on top of my 8 that I brought down. Now I need to bring down my 0. 25 goes into 30 one time. I'm going to subtract. I need to regroup. I'm going to make this now a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Bring down my 0. 50. I'm going to say, how many times does 25 go into 50? Miss Adams knows it's 2. 2 times 25 equals 50 to get a remainder of 0. All right? Therefore, my answer, I'm going to circle. All right? And I know that 1,912 is close to 2,000. All right, I'm going to slide this over here and give you another example. All right, your next example here is going to be 14,637 divided by 17. Well, Miss Adams is going to round this. I'm going to look at my first 2 digits and my 2 digits here. Closest thing, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to leave this at 14,000 and then round this down to 14. Therefore, I know I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. 2, 3. 14 divided by 14 is 1. So I'm going to have my answer be close to 1,000. I'm going to put it inside the house, my big number. I'm going to have my small number outside the house. I'm going to look at it again and say 17. Can it go into 1? No. So I'm going to put my baby X. Can 17 go into 14? No. Put my baby X. All right. Then I'm going to look at it again, and I'm going to know that 17 can definitely go into 146, all right? I'm going to look here, my first 2 digits, all right, is a 10. Clearly, I've used one of those spots already, so I'm going to try 9. 17 times 9, all right, 9 times 7 is 63. I'm going to put my 3 and put my plus 6. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6, 15. If I look here, I know that 9 is too big, all right, because my number up here is smaller than this number, so that won't work. So I'm going to come back down here and redo it. I'm going to fill it in. And then I'm going to try the same thing again. I know it can't go into 1, can't go into 4, so I'm going to look at 146. So I'm very close, all right? I'm just a few off, so I'm going to do 17 times 8. 8 times 7 is 56. I'm going to put my 6, put my plus 5. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Oh, I know that that can go in, so I'm going to do my subtraction. 6 minus 6 is 0. All right. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I have 10. 17 is greater than 10, so I can keep going. But I can't forget to put in my 8. I'm going to bring my 3 down. All right, 103. Okay, so Miss Adams already used 8, right? And I know 8 is 136. I cannot subtract 136 from this, so therefore I know that this value is going to be less than 8, all right? So I am going to guess and see if 7 will work. 17 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. I'm going to put my 9 and my plus 4. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4. All right, is 11. 119 is still too big, so I'm going to do 17 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Put my plus 4. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 4, 102. Beautifully, it will work. All right, so I'm going to take my 6 and plant it in. I'm going to subtract. I have 1 left. I need to bring down my 7. Clearly 17 can go into 7 1 times to make it easy. And therefore I have a remainder of 0, and my answer is 861. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to have you try these 2 problems. 85,978 divided by 89. And your second problem will be 36,557 divided by 263.